Hey guys, I hope you're having a fantastic reading week. I know it has flown by for me, but we're gonna go ahead and talk about Beneath the Sugar Sky by Seanan McGuire. So if you have been around BookTube for a hot minute or just the bookish internet, you've probably heard of Seanan McGuire's Wayward Children series. They are a number of novellas that have been featured on the Tor.com novella line, and they have so far been fantastic. The series is based upon the idea that these kids are going into portal fantasy worlds like Narnia and Neverland, and then they come back to the real world and are expected to just kind of be okay with it. Particularly for kids who go to where they belong, right? The place that truly fits them. Coming back to the real world is not just a shock, it's just kind of intolerable. And so these kids get sent to Eleanor West's home for wayward children. The first book follows Nancy, a young girl. The second book builds off of the first by following characters named Jack and Jill. And this third one follows a character kind of from one of the first books. A character named Sumi, who is from a nonsense world. Portal realms go from wicked to virtuous and from logical to nonsensical. And when you're from a nonsense world, things simply don't make sense. And in this newest book, Beneath the Sugar Skies, Rini is Sumi's daughter. Rini comes from her nonsense home to Eleanor's school in search of her mother to fix something that is very clearly going awry. Rini is disappearing. The kids decide to go on an adventure to save Rini and to set things right. The first two books feel, to me, very introspective. They're kind of these slightly darker stories of fairylands that are reflecting on the person who goes there and what it means to have been to this particular place. This book is a little bit more of an adventure story. The characters who are living at Eleanor West's home for wayward children are now going into fairylands to try to set things right. They are adventuring across a number of these different worlds, seeing the variety of places that the universe has to offer them, and are trying to figure out how to piece together this puzzle, especially when they're trying to grab clues from all over the realms. There are death worlds and underworlds, places that make no sense at all, logical places, water worlds, all of these things are talked about and we get to see a good chunk of them. And on top of that, we get to see the kids' reactions to them. Knowing how varied the kids' experiences are makes it so that you can a little bit more understand the camaraderie that these students are feeling with one another. That they have been to somewhere so vastly different from our own world that the only person who could understand them is someone who has also been to a vastly different world. On top of that, there's a sense of adventure and teamwork that is not necessarily in the first two books. There's this kind of, we're in this together to set things right, like a little bit of a hero's journey, but in miniature form. And I loved seeing the characters have to work together, have to piece things together, and get to see some of the old characters from books who we've loved. Rini as a character is fun insofar as she has never been to our world. She's always been in this nonsense land, and so the conventions of the human world are so foreign to her. And McGuire uses that as an opportunity to point out some of the more ridiculous things that we do, the things that we take for granted as people who are from, of course, a logical place. I loved Beneath the Sugar Sky. I think it might be my favorite one yet. And all I have to say at the end is, dear God, please give me a Christopher story. I want so many more books in this universe, and please, Seanan, make the next one about Christopher. I have been very fortunate, and I am so excited to share with you that not only did Tor give me a review copy for myself, but to celebrate the upcoming 1,000 subscriber milestone, they have given me 3 copies to give away to you. To enter the giveaway, all you have to do is go ahead and subscribe, leave a comment down below. You do have to be 18 years old or have your parents' permission and be in the US. Sorry, foreign shipping is just pretty spendy. I will go ahead and announce the winners on October the 13th, which is a Friday the 13th, in my Friday Reads video. So stay tuned. If the winners who are announced do not respond and reach out to me in time, say a week after that, I will go ahead and reach out to somebody else who had entered into the giveaway. But I'm just so excited, guys. I know you're gonna love this. I know you're gonna love this book, and I get to give you some, so leave me a comment. Tell me what you are excited about in the Wayward Children universe. You guys know the drill. Go ahead and comment, like, and subscribe. Keep an eye out on my channel for the winner's announcement, and I will talk to you later. Bye.